pot of shoe. But like
Oh,
you rip it open and you have this like fluffy cloud of matcha cream.
green. This
Yeah.
like green cloud that you engulf
And
in.
it's like sweet and bitter and like tea and herbaceous at the same
I
time. Just
I
phenomenal.
know. I love matcha. I don't It's hard for me to understand why people don't like it because exactly that, like bitter, herbaceous tea, like slightly sweet but not over sweet. And then like it kind of makes you feel like what you're eating is slightly healthier for you at the same time.
Right. There's some
Right, like oh this is
antioxidant
right, like this is way better for me than a regular cream puff.
for sure.
This is a matcha cream puff.
Well, and you don't feel as heavy because the fats get cut by the bitterness and the balance
Right.
of it. But I thought that was a great way to like
Maybe we
incorporate.
should just let people enjoy their matcha.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not all about that matcha like tea, but like matcha infused and stuff, I'm all about it.
And I got some matcha from Trader Joe's, like just straight up regular matcha green tea.
But
And
is
it was,
matcha from Trader Joe's actually matcha, or is it just like
I don't know, they do a great job of selling you that all their stuff is like truly 100% sourced, like what you're buying is 100% ethical and sustainable. So I would hope that that's not just a facade, but corporate America definitely puts things in your head sometimes.
all right? So we can trust Trader Joe, but they're
Well,
outrageous. They have great wines. I was drinking
yeah,
a
they do.
great wine.
They do. I don't know if we can trust them, but I just hope they're not also lying to me like everybody else.
Wow, Doug, I'm sorry to hear that everybody else is lying to you.
It's a cold, cold world out there, Vlad.
Hey man, if you need to talk to me, hit up my DMs. They're always open for you.
If anybody feels like you're also being lied to, Vlad's here for you.
I was watching a lot of conspiracy theories because I've had a little bit more time under my belt.
Yeah.
They're crazy, dude.
Oh,
Conspiracy.
yeah.
Once you get in it, you don't even know what to believe anymore.
The worst is that all of them are like one out of the 10 ideas will be slightly rational, and so you start believing the other 9 ideas, whereas like if that one idea didn't exist that was kind of rational, then the other 9 ideas would have never like even populated, and then all of a sudden all 10 ideas are making sense and you're like what's
Right.
going on.
Remember earlier podcast we were talking about the social dilemma and like how like
Right,
shocked we were about that.
but that one is not a conspiracy theory,
Well,
like
no, but
that's true.
I have a funny story to share. So like after having our experience and talking about the social dilemma on the Late Night with Chefs podcast,
Right.
and discussing that conversations, I was watching something else, and they were like making fun of the social dilemma, and they're like, "Who the fuck did like the casting for that movie? Like, what the fuck was that movie all about? Like, because there's like that sub story, and then there's the actual story of what they're
Right.
trying to get to." And I thought
Well,
it was pretty
yeah.
funny because that cast was
But they had the
pretty
casting, yeah, from like the main storyline was definitely
right
kind of quirky, but the
because you
amount of
didn't know what
like
the fuck was like. What are you getting
right,
into?
like the you're talking about like the part where like the clone was like sitting in the middle and the 3 guys were like standing around like playing him or whatever on the computer systems.
Yeah, like all of it,
Yeah.
just
Like
like
who were those actors?
all
But
the
then they
scenes.
had like a lot of really like reputable big names in the social media world and social media and tech industry. So that part was like, whoa. That's like that 1 out of the 10 ideas that really makes you start believing that it's all true.
Right. The knowledge they're dropping is true, but
Exactly.
the story behind it was like, okay, I could have had without this. Not, you know,
Exactly. Exactly.
not the best storyline. Regardless of that, I mean, we're going into holiday season. We're prepping up. I'm glad to hear that. Um, you're pretty packed for the season for the days upcoming.
Oh, the next 2
You know,
days are going to be
that's
crazy.
that's the usual thing to hear in the industry. Busy season is Christmas time, December,
Right.
November, and then January, February kind of dies down, and we pick up starting March. But given the fact that we've been in this quarantine COVID situation, almost like what 8 9 months now, and
Yeah.
we heard the stimulus bill got passed, and then kind of trying to get taken back by Trump, and he's trying to increase it, which I'm all for that. Why not?
I don't know. It's like
Pull more
at
money.
the end of, yeah, I mean, we'll all get
Doug,
more
Doug,
money
what I
now, but
no, but let's just put more
listen,
money in my
we're
pocket
gonna
right
have
now.
to we're gonna
Hey,
have to
I
all
don't want
pay
to
it
hear it.
back.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you're one of those kids that
Yeah,
was like, all right, you can have this now,
direct
or you
deposit,
can wait.
direct deposit that.
Yeah, I'll take it now. Just give it to me now. Oh,
In that
no.
theory, they should have done like, you want your money now, take a 10% cutback. You want your money later, take a 10% gain. But that wouldn't happen because we live in a
Right.
unrealistic, realistic world.
An unrealistic, realistic world.
It's a
Yes, that we
realistic
do.
world with unrealistic expectations. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's our reality at least. Definitely.
It really is, but like certain people have certain expectations from you,
Yeah.
and you likewise, right?
Yeah, I think everyone expects at least something out of every single person, at least if it's like bare bone, humanitarian respect for everyone. I do believe that we all kind of expect a little bit out of everybody.
Right,
Like
exactly.
some of the crazy things that people, do or commit, or, things that they choose to involve their lives with, as another human being. It's like, I can't expect you to really continue to do that. I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to do that.
I kind of lost you there, Doug.
I was gonna say, Vlad, you're straight face, but no. Anyway,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah, great idea, Doug. I believe in the humanitarian.
well,
Um,
just like a basic like level of humanitarian kindness.
no, for sure. There's the
Like rude
fundamentals.
people are just, I don't know. I couldn't just be blatantly rude to a stranger, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Depends on the circumstances, right?
I don't know. What's the circumstance? Are we like, is this like post-apocalyptic world?
Random guy trying to sell you a Walt Disney CD.
I wasn't rude to, I was just like, oh no, I'm
No, I'm
sorry,
not
sir.
saying you were rude to him. I'd probably
Right.
be rude to him though. I'd be like, yo,
I mean, he's trying to make a dollar. I was just like,
the
I can
the
appreciate the hustle.
irony
I'm just not
that
interested.
out of the 500 CDs he had in that box, that the Walt Disney would be like
Wasn't it like Lady and the Tramp
perfectly.
on VHS or something?
I don't know what it was. I just saw the Walt Disney, and it was just like laying there, like picture perfect, like screaming, "Doug, buy me,
I just,
nostalgia, Doug."
I've just never been approached by someone with a box of goods for sale. And so in that situation, I was just trying to like, I don't know, he's just trying to make a money like everybody else. He's probably hungry.
But not like everybody else. Like everybody else sets up a brick and mortar shop, hires
Well, yeah,
people,
he's
does
doing it his
advert.
own way. Yeah.
This is like bootleg
No,
CD
yeah.
sales. I mean,
Like who knows what was actually in the box? There probably wasn't a VHS in there. Maybe it was just like a rock or something. I don't know.
well, yeah. But regardless, that was a crazy experience we had, and some great
Yeah.
ramen.
Oh, it was. That's good food. That's good food there, Booyah.
Only if it was 80s in January, we'd be there end of January.
Well, just wait one more month and it'll be there, Vlad.
There's certain temperatures that we just don't. We just in Chicago we huddle up like Eskimos and just chill in our igloos till it's warm again, and then we come out and start doing things again.
Yeah. No,
We hibernate in Chicago.
it's been awesome. It's been awesome here in Florida. Uh, Moved, almost 5 years ago now, and I do miss the snow sometimes, but I don't know if I miss living in the snow or just like visiting the snow.
It's fun for the first 5 to 10 minutes, right?
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's snowing outside, and then you clean your car, and then it's day after day after day after day, and then you're
Right.
like, all right,
Right.
fuck,
All right.
spring,
This can be
spring.
enough.
And then you're at spring, and you're like, ah, fuck, I want snow, and then you're like, ah, fuck, I want spring. That's
Just
why we live in
always
the Windy
looking for the
City.
next thing. Yes.
That's why we do it. No, but Doug, there's I've been getting so many to go options. I've been a to go foodie whore.
Yeah,
Just
that's awesome.
going everywhere and getting a bunch of
Trying
food
to
and
support everyone.
supporting. It's honestly it's getting a little hard to support everybody, right? Because
Yeah,
I can't be eating nine different to go meals in 7 days, and then
even though we probably wish that we all could.
it's very like not cost effective. Because then I'm
No, it's definitely not cost
like
effective.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the work, but like maybe somebody else could pick up. Like I'll promote. I'll help promote you. I'll help
Well, I
spread the
mean, you
word.
single-handedly are not going to save Chicago's food and beverage industry, so I don't think you should put that on yourself.
But like I think a lot of people do.
Put that on themselves, like they are the ones who are
Yeah, I
going to.
think people overextend themselves to support others as well. I think
I
a
think that's
lot of
really
people do.
courageous, but then who's going to support them when they've overextended themselves?
Well, that's the thing. People don't. People in those shoes don't usually think like that.
Yeah.
They think, well, I'm gonna help now, and they'll help me later.
Hopefully. Yeah, that's kind of goes
That's
back to that idea of like expecting things out of people.
right. Realistic world, unrealistic expectations.
Exactly. And that is the most, the second most important thing that you guys will take from the podcast tonight. First most is chefs, restaurateurs out there, vendors, start creating intimate experiences in a world where, the intimacy of our guests and consumers is completely ripped out from under us, put in a plastic clamshell or a tin foil, as, Chef Devin said, and then, given to the guests in their own home setting.
Yo, and I
Um,
had a to-go meal with tinfoil and
yeah.
home
And,
setting, and it was fire.
but did you feel like a connection?
I felt the connection because I knew those manly hands that you know
There you go. That's a mission
caressed my
success.
aluminum foil and packed it up for me all nicely and neat. Shout
That
out to Jason, Feed the Panza, Chicago local in Pilsen, doing some Barrera.
Ooh,
I don't know if I pronounced it right, but it's like beef consomme with quesadilla beef dipped tacos. It's like the
oh, that sounds
Italian
good.
beef
Yeah, Italian beef quesadilla.
of the Mexicans.
That sounds delicious.
I hope I can say that. Don't get offended if I said it wrong, but that's how I look
I
at
mean,
it.
that's your take on it.
It's a
So,
fucking delicious ass meal.
right.
Um and it tasted so authentic.
I like it.
Would I have ordered that at a restaurant? Maybe not, but I know these chefs know how to cook and I know their repertoire and I see it and I was like,
Yeah,
got to support and you got to
that's
hook it
cool.
up. You got to come Truffle Boy style when you're picking up from one of your homeboys.
One of everything.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like it. I wish, I mean, I can't say I wish, but in Florida, because restaurants are open, we don't have that ability to kind of feed each other in that style. So we're lucky in the fact that restaurants are open. But that sounds like a cool experience that I would, enjoy having, is like directly supporting a chef, because usually we support a restaurant, which trickles
Right.
down to the chef in an essence, but not entirely. It's kind of like that whole debate of should line cooks be tipped as servers, or
Yes.
should there be a tip line for line cooks, which was like starting to make a splash and then kind of just stopped.
All right,
I
guys,
haven't heard
we're
too
gonna
much
do a
about that.
spontaneous giveaway. If you can write in our comments anywhere, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. The giveaway is I'm giving away this. I forgot what I was trying to say, but the giveaway is I'm gonna give away this beautiful pink late night with chefs beanie. Not this one in particular, but I will
I
send
don't
you
think anybody wants the one on your head.
a fresh one from the factory, freshly embroidered. If you guys can answer the question or the meaning behind or the story behind why 86,
Oh, yes.
Y86. All right, guys, just throwing it out there. You watching the podcast. Thank you for watching this far. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, comment. Leave us, a nice, thoughtful DM or a comment. We're all about that. Let us know a little bit about yourselves.
Yes.
And yeah, and join the fun. But
Exactly.
continuing with that story, Doug.
No, I think, that's a perfect segue. I just wanted to, pull up for our viewers and for our followers a little bit before we get off about what we got coming up the following.
What we got coming up.
So we have, another chef scheduled for the 29th at 9 o'clock.
December 29th.
December 29th. We got a
You
chef
heard it here
scheduled
first.
for January 5th and 6th, and we're
Late
starting to
night with chefs.
starting to schedule more chefs throughout the weeks in January. So as always, guys, please DM us if you'd love to be on the show. Having someone like Chef Art Smith on the show was a huge honor. But we want to hear from everybody. So, don't feel intimidated like, oh, my story is not cool enough. The point is that we have, all these different perspectives from people who are just working in restaurants, that are doing 30 covers a night, or from people who are doing 3,000 covers a night. Um,
Or
it's
people
it's
doing
really
to-go
awesome.
meals, or
Yeah, exactly.
people doing products, people doing gardenera, people
We
making
have
pizzas,
farmers. Exactly.
farmers. We're gonna get a couple beautiful producers and produce purveyors.
Yeah.
That was a tongue
So
twister.
produce purveyors, that is a tongue twister.
Produce purveyors. I don't know if you ever got to go to that field trip, Testa, for culinary
No,
school.
no, but I actually have a
What a
pretty
great
cool.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a field trip coming up to the Brick Street Farms here in St. Pete, so that'll be pretty cool. They're a local hydroponics farm that are
Ooh,
doing
ooh,
things out of shipping
ooh.
containers, so I'm pretty excited to go check them out.
You're gonna get you're gonna get to Tweezer pick some herbs.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick, like we're starting to order a little bit more from them, so
Look
we have like
for
a
one of the coolest sorry to interrupt you, but one of
no,
the
yeah.
coolest microgreens I've got to work with was Carnival Amaranth.
Hmm. Is that
Fucking
like
wild.
yellow and oranges?
It's like yellow, green, and red all in one leaf, like a basil leaf.
Huh. I'll have to
Just
check it out.
that on any pasta dish is like, okay, they're Italian.
Carnival amaranth. I will
Carnival
look for it on
Amaranth.
my field trip.
That and sorrel, wildwood sorrel or
Yeah,
purple
I've used
sorrel.
quite a
Sorrel's
bunch of quite a
so
bunch of sorrels.
tart. That's my favorite.
Yeah. There's a they have this like horseradish, like micro horseradish, micro
Ooh,
arugula, and like micro cilantro blend that they do. And just those like three really strong flavors, like pack a punch. And then I throw in on the dish as well some like micro mustard greens. And we use it for our short rib dish. And like all those flavors just work so well with the beef. It's pretty cool.
all about that. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to try that next time, unless the menu changes.
It might change, but I know a guy. I know a guy who does the cooking, Vlad.
Ah, save me a couple cryovac bags.
Yeah, I'll throw in the freezer.
We'll
No,
we'll warm
I'll
it
make
up
you
in the
fresh.
it
I'll warm them
honestly,
up in
will
the
you taste the
microwave.
difference? Will you taste the difference though? I don't think you
I
would.
think from a frozen short rib that's then reheated in a sous vide after it's already been sitting in cryovac, I think you would.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. That might lead to
Maybe
a
the
whole
freezer
different segment of
might
channel.
tenderize it more. It might be more delicious.
I think it stores in with the juices, heats up with the juices, soaks up the juices, plates with the juices. You're good. You got the juice.
And on that note, thank you all for coming tonight. It's all about the juices.
Keep juicing up, guys. Thank you so much to Chef Art Smith for coming on this beautiful
Yes,
podcast tonight.
we
Thank you to
appreciate you
all
spending
our
the time.
viewers, our lovely viewers. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Do whatever you got to do. Stay safe out there. Wear a mask when you need to wear a mask. And
Yes.
as always, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and leave a thoughtful comment. As always, to that, Would
And
it
let
be
us know,
as always to
guys.
that, or would it be
Why
like
86?
PS or additional?
PS. Leave a thoughtful comment.
PS, our DMs are always open for you. And if you
Yes.
want to win a purple beanie hat with our beautiful Late Night with Chefs logo, not this one, but another one sent straight from the manufacturing, which God knows how dirty they are there. I don't know. But if you guys want to win that, we are doing a giveaway for the most thoughtful story driven on the reason behind why 86. We all know it. When you 86 something off the menu, you know, don't fucking come up to the chef and order that item because you will be bitch slapped. So we
But
want to know
why
why
86?
86? Why is
Why
it
those
86,
numbers?
not 69, you know?
Or
Why not
32 or 12 or
or yeah, or 99. Whatever it
right.
may be. Why not
Why
why
86?
86? All right, guys, on that thought, have a beautiful, happy holiday. Thank you, Doug. Beautiful
Yes.
shirt. I will have
Thank
to
you.
gear up on my beautiful
Also a beautiful shirt.
industry. Yeah,
I
as
like the
always,
reppin'. Late
support,
night with
support,
chefs.
support. Holiday gifts. This is what you should be giving to all your brothers and sisters.
They keep your ears warm.
And then don't tell them what the show's about. Just let them wear it around and, yeah, do that. All right, guys. Good night. Happy holidays.
Thank you, everybody. Good
Bye,
night.
Doug.
Stay safe.